Hi guys, Crowlister here with the third part of my Spyro Ripto's Rage long play. From the previous episode where I completed the first half of Autumn Plains, now we're going to do the second half of Autumn Plains. The last level I played was Breeze Harbor in the previous episode. So now that we know how to climb up and down ladders, we can go up here and access the portals you find within the castle interior. Kind of defeats the purpose of the definition of plains, since the entire world is in a castle on a mountaintop. Oh well. I'm pretty sure there's a lot more to the worlds than what you literally play in the actual Spyro story. So, with that, we are going to Scorch, an Arabic-themed level. That be the stupidity of a little kid for ya.
Hello, Spyro. My brother Handel and I have been sent here to blow up this castle, but Handel got caught by these evil soldiers and I'm stuck out here. If you can open the doors that block the way, I can find Handel and we can complete our super secret spy mission.
I just love how they have these characters named Handel and Greta, which of course are a play on Hansel and Gretel. Alright, so, the enemies that you see in Scorch that have the slingshot guns, they were originally actual guns in the original PlayStation game. Just like with the hand grenades and the assault rifles from Twilight Harbor and Haunted Castle in the first game, they censored the weaponry in this level in this game for sensitive reasons. They wanted to make sure that the ESRB gave them an E10 plus rating for a Reignited Trilogy, so certain weapons had to be changed. Censorship gets more and more strict as years pass, just in case you can't tell. These guys jump at you with their knife after you approach them, and I had trouble landing a hit on that one for whatever reason. I feel like the permanent super flame was nerfed a lot compared to the original game, since its horizontal range is, like the wideness is a bit more limited compared to the normal flame. And it's only good for sniping, basically, and breaking what the flame couldn't break ordinarily.
Monkeys have escaped from the Avalar Zoo, and I've been sent here to catch them. But they keep throwing coconuts at me, and it hurts. Can you help me out? Great! Just charge the tree before I get hit. I'll be able to catch the monkeys as they fall. Follow me!
This objective is not as easy as the game makes it look. If you approach the coconut trees that the monkeys are in enough, they'll throw a coconut at you as well as Hunter. And if they hit you, you take damage. And if they hit Hunter, you have to start over. So, It would be best to attack them in advance to make sure neither of you take a hit. And it takes longer for them to climb back up than in the original PlayStation game. So in Reignited Trilogy, you have to wait a while.
Thanks for your help, Spyro. Please take this. One of the monkeys had it.
And then, after you complete the objective, the monkeys get right back where they were before. Skill point for knocking down all the coconuts.
You make a great secret agent. Now Handle and I can complete our mission. By the way, you can have this talisman. I stole it when the soldiers weren't looking.
Hey Spyro, we need those flags to prove our secret mission was successful. But the flag keeper keeps stealing them. If you can knock the flag keeper down, you could bring the flags back. My secret decoder ring says that this power-up thing should help you.
This objective is pretty deserving of a 5-star grade, in my opinion. It's not for the weak. If you're playing the game on your first save file, you will need to destroy enough enemies to activate the Super Flame power-up. Otherwise, if you have the permanent Super Flame, you can just get right into the action. Again, if you're too close to dynamite bottles while you detonate them, you'll take damage. So back away after flaming them, or if you have the permanent Super Flame, keep your distance altogether, and no charging them. Pardon me while I get some gems that I missed. Now I'm ready. Just aim up at the flag towers and shoot the guy in the rug.
So, you want that flag, eh, Dragon? Well, two can play at this bombing game. Let's go!
In the original PlayStation game, this guy's name was Bombo, the Flag Keeper. They changed it in Reignited Trilogy due to racist stereotypes. Well, fun fact you probably already knew.
Great, but there are still 2 flags out there.
My flags,
Bob the Flag Keeper. Let's go. Running along the higher platforms on the later phases of this objective also helps. Otherwise, try not to be so hasty, because if you're recklessly moving fast, it can be very easy to accidentally hit a bomb. And the penalty for taking a hit from one of his bombs is having to reset the chase from the starting point, where you knocked him down from the flagpole, rather than just taking damage. That's why this objective can get kind of annoying. Luckily, though, I have experience.
You won't get my last flag so easily, Purple Beast.
Yes, I will. 'Cause I'm the master opponent. Get out of my way, you stupid snake. Get out of my way, you stupid snake. Again. And there we go.
Great job, Agent Spyro. How can we repay you for your efforts? How about this orb that I found in the sand?
That's good enough for me, kid. And we are out of here. Not sure what that possessive power they suddenly had in that outro was for. Oh well. Handel and Greta are definitely among the more memorable characters besides the main ones in this game, so it makes sense that they would also reappear in Year of the Dragon and Fireworks Factory. Nice little homage. Next up is Fracture Hills. We can't get all of the orbs in Fracture Hills until we get the headbash move. So, to start, I'll just get some of the orbs, and all of the gems. And, of course, the talisman, which is required. Poor little goat man.
Well, hello there, Mr. Dragon. You're pretty cute for a quadruped. I wish I could take you on a tour of our temple, but a bunch of lousy earth shapers have encased it in stone.
Thank you for releasing me. There are still some more satyrs trapped in stone.
Primary objective is to free all of the satyrs from their stone encasement and open up the temple. Some of these bushes are actually alive and will chase after you and nom you, much like the dragon-eating plants from Misty Bog in the first game. And some of the trees have a beehive that they'll shake and have bees come after you. So, approach them carefully with a good flame. You can tell which ones are which also if you look at them really closely before their faces appear. In the original game, if a pig was nearby a satyr while they were playing their bagpipes, they'd also dance. The legitimate way to destroy Earth Shapers is to charge them until they fall into lava. I'm having a bad alignment here. There we go. Like this. You can also permanent super flame them, of course. While approaching the Earth Shapers, I would advise backing away a bit before striking them with your charge, because their picks have quite a big reach. It might be hard for you to figure that out on your own also, since charging normally has no effect on larger enemies. Except those guys are also immune to normal flame. Nice try. See the dancing pig.
It's great to be free. Now there's only one satyr left to rescue.
I accidentally broke open the door. You have to supercharge in order to access and get one of the orbs. So, sorry.
Oh, thank goodness you broke that door down for me. I thought I'd be stuck in here forever. I found this fancy orb in here. Please, take it.
Remember that supercharging that door is the legitimate way to access it. I will break the sturdy chest open the legitimate way, though. There's also a bit of a hit detection bug with the permanent super flame, in that a target has to be on screen for the fireball to land. So...
Now that you have rescued all the satyrs in Fracture Hills, you ought to explore the temple.
So I have the supercharged gate opened. Let me just get these Earth Shapers out of here.
Just stand still, he says. I'll turn your boots to gold, he says. Oh, hi, Spyro. You're a sight for sore eyes. I'd appreciate it mightily if you could locate that alchemist. He owes me a favor.
Poor Hunter. I'm afraid he's gonna have to wait his turn in this case. Because while you can get the orb for, having the alchemist help him right away, you cannot do the orb challenge that follows until you have access to headbashing. This is true even with the permanent super flame. So I'm gonna have to revisit Fracture Hills later on. So without further ado, let's supercharge. That's how you get the sturdy chest, legitimately. You cannot permanent super flame the barriers that seal the supercharge course. You have to supercharge them. And there is a skill point that I intentionally didn't get in this recording that you can get for doing 3 laps around the course with supercharge. If I couldn't get the skill point in Ocean Speedway nor Metro Speedway during the recording, then what's really the point?
Oh, hi, Dragon Boy. You're probably expecting me to say, "You're my hero. Thanks for saving poor, helpless little me." Sorry, short stuff. I was only in here because I like the peace and quiet. Anyway, the other fawns wanted me to give you this talisman.
Thanks, Tomboy. I'm not much of a fan of bagpipe music, though. I guess bagpipe music is a kind of music that you have to be in heritage in order to really appreciate. My personal guess. Next up is Magma Cone. That's what recklessness does to you.
Hello, Spyro. I suppose you're here for the party. I'm afraid it's been cancelled because the stupid Earth Shapers set off the volcano.
The little Earth Shapers are immune to the normal flame, so permanent super flame or charge them. You have to back away before striking the big Earth Shapers here, because their hammers have a ridiculous hit detection range. Then just bash them onto the X mark in the spot, and the Fawns will do the rest. Here's some pretty well hidden ones. hit detection.
Hey, Spyro, check out this cool cave I found. Let's play a little game. Every so often, a piece of this crystal popcorn pops out of the ground. The first one to grab 10 of them wins. I'm ready when you are.
This game is a bit tricky. Haha, I stole your rightful earning. You just gotta pan around and look for where steam emissions appear, follow them, and immediately get the crystals. Watching where Hunter goes can also kinda help.
Okay, you win. Here's an orb. I'll give you another orb if you can beat me again. Let's play to 15 this time. What do you say? I'm ready when you are.
Another contender for one of the hardest orb challenges in the game. You really have to pan around and watch those steam emissions while also keeping your profile around where Hunter's is in order to survive this one. You cannot give him a chance. Just imagine how difficult this would be in the Japanese version of the game, where they had the camera pan around overhead, and Spyro moves about the same as his normal walking speed for his charge. And just think, they did that because of their test players getting motion sensitive about the game. So, I just think that's terrible. Poor Spyro's got it rough. Compared to Crash, definitely.
good. I'm gonna have to come up with some harder games. For now, take this orb. I guess you earned it.
And they say cheetahs are the fastest land animal. Well, I suppose a fictional dragon could be even faster, I guess. Spyro's a dragon that makes use of his feet better than his wings, interestingly enough. Tighty fatty bear.
Well, if it isn't my best customer. The elevator in the next room can take you to the volcano. You can have unlimited use of the elevator for a one-time fee of only a few gems. It's a pleasure doing business with you. Simply step onto the elevator and it will take you to the bottom. When you want to come back up, just step on it again.
Besides an extra life bottle being there are 3 more just over here. Alright, going down. Jump onto the ladder, pan the camera upward, and pay extra attention to the falling lava rocks as you cross the ladders vertically and horizontally. Jumping upward can help you climb the ladder faster. You also go a little up while you jump sideways. And once you reach the top, the lid gets closed. And you get the talisman.
Thanks for closing the lid on the volcano, Spyro. Things were getting a little too hot around here. By the way, here's a talisman I was saving for the party later. I think you deserve it more.
A volcano having a lid and erupting if the lid is opened. If you say so, Insomniac Games.
Hey, Spyro! You're just in time for the party. Well, you would be if those nasty lava monsters hadn't stolen our hats. It just won't be the same without party hats.
Look at that, another 5-star grade objective. Using the super flight power-up, you grab lava rocks that appear from the lava in some parts and spit them out at the beasts to destroy them. You can also use the permanent super flame once you have that. Normal flame will not work. There are also bottles hanging from balloons. Shoot them down while you're flying to drop them and reveal a gem once they land.
Thanks, Spyro. You saved the party. Here, this got mixed in with the cheese balls, and I almost chipped a tooth on it.
Cheese balls addict, huh? Is that the reason for your name, may I ask? Alright, now we just gotta get some gems. Alright, so there was an innocent casualty in Magma Cone in both the intro and the outro. That's what those stupid fawns get for playing with lava. Alright, after this we gotta do Shady Oasis. Which was the other level in Autumn Plains that requires you to give money to money bags in order to open. God, that guy sucks. Like Fracture Hills, Shady Oasis requires headbash in order to 100%. This is true even with the permanent super flame, so I'm gonna have to return here later. Massive supersize fail.
Spyro, it's a good thing you're here. I've been trying to get a berry out of this magic berry bush, but I'm just not strong enough. If you charge or flame the bush, one of those yummy berries should drop.
After hitting a berry off of the bush, the hippo just eats it on its own and is able to bash through a sturdy door. If you touch him while he's in that size, you'll be pushed back, though not actually take damage. So, just keep your distance. Another kind of Arabic level this is. The enemies with the shields, charging them once will make them drop their shield, and then you attack them again after that. Be careful around these female specter-like enemies. You also have to jump over acidic lava. Not sure how lily pads are able to thrive on those. Whatever, Activision. You have to keep around Shorty while he's advancing to the next point, or he'll stop and wait for you to approach him. Once he reaches the end of this point, you climb up here and attack the bush to get him a berry. Keep out Shorty's way while he breaks the door. Peacock, why you gotta bark at me like that? Alright then. That one enemy legitimately falls into acid after you destroy him. There are also acid rocks. You'll need to pick one up and shoot it at the bush in this part in order to get the berry for Shorty. That is, unless you have the permanent Super Flame.
Thanks for helping me reach the Great Berry Bush. Now we can eat berries all the time. Here, take this. It's a gift from all of us hippos.
Spyro, 3 thieves have stolen our magical brass lamps. Please get the lamps before they take them away from Shady Oasis.
Here's the troll bottle, as I call it. The thieves act exactly like they do in the first game. They run away as soon as you approach them and try to elude you. Try to keep up with them and attack them to get the lamps back. You can just snipe these, though, with the perma super flame, you know. This particular sturdy chest I just broke normally requires the headbash. And there's also an orb that requires it, which is why I can't get it until further notice. Here's a rocket to break the sturdy chest down there.
Spyro, my brothers have been trapped in solid rock. I'm afraid you'll need to learn some kind of headbash move before you can help us.
Invincibility cancelled after hitting the troll bottle. Here's a gem I missed earlier. And the final one of these wily little you-know-whats.
Thanks for bringing back the 3 magic lamps. Here, take this orb. Some fairy left it with me, but it won't hold a proper shine.
Someone's being a little bit of a grievance. You have to share. If you want to have friends, that is.
Well done, Spyro. Now that you have all 14 talismans, your guidebook can break the lock on the door, and you can fight Gulp. Are you ready? You'll have to jump down the hole in the floor to get to where Ripto and Gulp are waiting. I can help you out a little bit. I tamed some pterodactyls from Skelos Badlands. They'll be dropping in objects that you can use to fight Gulp.
Gulp, we've finally made Avalar ours. You've earned a special reward. Gulp, what is it, boy? Oh, the ferret. Here you go.
Ripto's a bit stupid, I see.
Oh! You singed my cape! Dragon, you are really starting to get on my nerves! Say goodbye, flame breath! Gulp! Lunchtime!
Gulp is a lot more difficult than Crush was, especially without the permanent super flame.
Gulp, finish him off and you can have all the berries you can eat. I'm going to enjoy this.
The legitimate way to beat him is to wait for the pterodactyls to drop the eggs and for the eggs to hatch, and then use the weapons that they spawn. In the first phase, Gulp will try to tackle you, and you charge steel barrels into him. In the next phase, he'll use his blasters, and rather than just charging to the side like I was doing, and in turn took a hit, you should just wait for the blast to be angled and dodge them in accordance. It's actually very hard to dodge it. It's also very hard to land a hit with a bomb shaft or flame into his direction or to damage him then. And then in the third phase, you get these rockets that you pick up and shoot at him. In the later phases, it gets a lot more tedious, with the weapons appearing randomly. And if you get a lot of damage, you can also get chickens as fodder. And if Gulp beats one, he can heal as well. So, since I explained the basics, I'm just gonna end it here. At least I got the skill point for shooting Ripto during the battle.
Spyro, you did it!
Whoa! Laura, where'd you come from?
I was just outside the castle in Autumn Plains. The castle is now free again. There's no sign of Ripto. And since you've been around, the creatures of Avalar are finally starting to get along. Since you've done so much for Avalar, and since I know you've really missed being on vacation, we really wanted to do something nice for you. It's not much, but we hope you like it.
Oh, wow, this is great. Aren't you gonna join me?
No. I'd like to, but I've got to go check on the professor in the Winter Tundra. He's still trying to fix the super portal so we can send you home.
Oh, that sounds interesting. I think I'll just hang out here for a while and soak up a few rays. Hey, where'd Laura go? I better follow her.
Good God, Spyro's as indecisive as I am. Believe me, I'm an extremely indecisive person in real life. So, I think Spyro did right, though, by deciding to follow Laura, because look what happens next, after this long loading screen.
I think I finally
finally come up with a way to access the dragon worlds from the super portal. This power crystal should give us the extra boost that we need. Just a few more calculations to set it up. I think I have it. Excellent. Everything is finally ready. We're going to need a lot more orbs, but with the power crystal boosting it, the super portal should work again.
So, you thought you had gotten rid of me. Well, I'm afraid not. I persuaded that fat bear Moneybags to sell me a few bombs.
Quick, the power crystal!
Don't even try it, book boy, or you'll be the world's smartest pile of ashes. This is just what I need for a new scepter.
Hunter, do something, quick!
Hey! Give that back! Well, I tried.
You little fools! After I destroy you all with my new scepter, I'm going to rename this place Riptonia!
There goes Moneybags again. Yep, it's far from over.
Spyro, Ripto's still alive, and he's locked us out of the castle. Even worse, he's stolen our new power crystal for the super portal.
Well, no need to worry. The Winter Tundra world is where you learn the headbash move, which is another vital ability for maximum game completion. Got an extra life from one of the penguins. Oh well.
Oh, it's some consolation that you've collected so many orbs. My high-tech portal here will take you to Cloud Temples.
Tighty fatty bear.
Well, Spyro, it comes down to this. There's only one more thing I can teach you. And like all the best things, it doesn't come cheap. The headbash move is very simple, really. All you must do is jump and then press the action button.
The larger boulder that you can break with this has an orb. Permanent Super Flame also works. You just require the headbash move in order to actually finish the game at 100% because of what you have in Fracture Hills and Shady Oasis. Dang penguin got in my way.
I can see you've learned the value of orbs, Spyro. This touchy gate should work perfectly with the help of your impressive orb collection.
You have to have enough orbs on you in order to unlock Cloud Temples and Metropolis. Whereas Mystic Marsh and Robotica Farms are available. Mystic Marsh from the start, and Robotica Farms once you have the headbash.
Alright, Spyro. Now that you've got the orbs, Ripto's demise is only moments away, right? Right? Well, anyway, good luck. He's right through this door.
You also need enough to open Ripto's arena, which has some gems on its walkway. Then there's some gems and an orb right here. Hopefully Spyro's not that bothered about walking on snow like that. I made a joke about that in the first part. Then we're going to dive in the waterfall here. And get yet another orb. Tighty fatty bear.
One last Speedway adventure for you, Spyro. It's not that expensive, you know. You've chosen wisely. I bet a quick dragon like you will win your money back in no time.
This is the last in the playthrough I'll have to buy from him. I missed one of the rocks that has one of the gems inside. I gotta get it. I'm gonna do Canyon Speedway and get that over with quickly. And as soon as I'm done with that, I will return to Fracture Hills and Shady Oasis to get what I require there. Nuked that one. Alright, now the orb challenge. For all 4 speedways, you have to beat the course before you can do the orb challenges in them.
Alright, Spyro. Are you ready to try out my plane? I just fixed it, and I'm pretty sure it won't crash now. Okay, Spyro, here's what you gotta do. I've got the plane on remote control, so all you have to do is hit the targets with your machine gun. Press the attack button to fire the gun, and use your left stick to aim.
So basically, aim the sight around and shoot off all the balloons and blimps that come your way. If you miss, you have to start over. While you can rapid fire by keeping it held down, spamming attack will allow you to shoot even faster, which helps in my opinion.
nailed all the targets. It must be because you had such a good pilot.
Well, you do specialize in aviation. With your jetpack and your artificial wings. He does some flying in, the egg challenges and the speedways in Year of the Dragon as well. We're gonna do the guidebook warp in order to go back to Fracture Hills and Shady Oasis to get what we couldn't get before. And then after that, that'll be the end of this episode. I wanted to try and do this the legitimate way, so I didn't shoot any of them out with the Perma Super Flame.
I've been experimenting with a new potion. I'd like to try it out, but the Earth Shapers have made going out a bit difficult. Could you kindly offer me an escort? Great! Just keep those Earth Shapers away from me, and I'll take this potion to Hunter.
And as you can see by the color of Sparx here, it didn't work out that well. On the third attempt, I managed to make it work. The problem with this alchemist is that he's an old coot that doesn't know where the hell he's going. And it's very easy to have him get close enough to an Earth Shaper and have them strike him, making you start over. The pick Earth Shapers aren't as accurate as the hammer ones from Magma Cone, so if you're fast, you could probably hit them before they hit you, especially if you jump before you hit them.
Man, do my feet feel better. Would you look after this for me? As long as you're here, would you like to help me take out these stubborn Earth Shapers? All right. When I shoot an Earth Shaper with an arrow, you headbash him before he gets back up. Remember, headbash by jumping and then pressing the action button.
Keep an eye on Hunter and where he's going, because he's pretty fast. Then you quickly headbash the Earth Shapers. If they get back up, they'll reset, and you'll have to try again. You can also clear this objective off the bat in advance by permanent super flaming them once you have that, obviously. Except that's not technically legitimate, so I wanted to show some decency just for a YouTube video, you know. And this part's a lot easier anyway.
make a great team. Here, I was gonna give this to the alchemist, but I'm a bit annoyed at him at the moment.
Can't say I blame you. Anybody would be pissed off if they had their feet stuck in a solid slab of stone, and somebody that says they were going to help them takes several hours to reach them just because they didn't know where they were going. You really cannot blame Hunter the Cheetah on his part. Alright, now we gotta go to Shady Oasis. Notice how short he just looks to the side while still waving his arms if you perma-super flame the bush, or attack the bush, before talking to him. Like he sees the berry drop as if he knew, as if, you knew what he wanted. Nice little animation. Now, remember, you have to destroy enough enemies to unlock the power-up, which in this world would be the invincibility. So you can't just rush to the end of the level and expect to be able to get the orb challenge. No, that's not how it works. So unfortunately, we have to go the long way. Alright, now we're ready to help Grundy.
My 8 brothers have been trapped in rock and will sink if you can't break them free. Headbash the rocks by jumping and then pressing the action button. Follow my lead. Follow me. And remember, jump and then press the action button to headbash.
In the original game, he would actually fly with his wings and hover directly where the next hippo was going to land. And while he doesn't do that in this game, this is an easy objective regardless. All you have to do is pay attention. If you're not fast enough, they'll sink and die, and you'll have to start it over.
Thanks for freeing us. All I have to give you is this thingy I found. At least it's not a rock.
Grundy says a completely different quote in the original PlayStation game. The one in Reignited Trilogy, in my opinion, makes more sense. Alright, so with that, we return to Winter Tundra, where I will wrap the video up and call it an episode. So, with that ends this episode of the playthrough series. There will be at least one more episode. Why am I saying at least? There's definitely one more episode where I will be doing the entirety of Winter Tundra and wrapping the entire game up. So stay tuned for that, and stay tuned for some more gaming content and different franchises from me later on as well. I am Cloister Master of Ponage. Thanks for watching this video, and I will see you in the final part of this playthrough series. Bye.